You got the music or not?
No. What do you?
I emailed it to Matt. He said he was gonna have it saved or something like that.
Maybe in the intros joint. You don't know me. Hey, I'm not your homie.
Okay. Found it.
Cool. Thanks.
Everybody's on airplane?
Oh shit. That's the one thing I forgot. Not like I'm expecting any texts. Girl, like I told you, my girl's fucking tight.
For good reason.
Yeah. We don't talk about that.
You ready?
Yeah. Check, check, check. If you're hearing the sound of my voice, that means you're now tuned into Chapter 59 of the Introverted Intuition Podcast. My name is Jeff, a.k.a. Petty Podcaster. Got my co-host with me today. Again, thank God, because I can't do this shit without y'all. Reintroduce yourselves to the people.
It's me, Good Looking Lee from the Thank Me Later podcast. That's me, Good Looking Lee, a.k.a. your baby mama's wood cat.
What's going on, everybody? It's your man CR, aka Conscious Rap, straight from Jump Out the Frame. JOTF Records, what's good?
Word. Yeah, every time I mention like who I'm doing the podcast with, I'm saying I got this chick named Lee, Good Looking Lee, and I got CR, right? Mm-hmm. But when I send it, like I'm typing it to them, they say, "Who is?" like who is? Like what does that stand for? And I have to explain it to them every time. Conscious Rap.
But you know what? That's good. That's intentional.
Yeah.
I want people to ask what the hell CR stands for, because then it'll be a story behind it they'll remember.
Why don't you just go by your name though? Like sometimes.
What do you mean?
Like
haters.
Like why can't I call you like Rod Lee?
You can, because you're my boy. But you know, when I'm out here doing media and entertainment, you don't have to. See, I'd rather you call me CR.
CR.
I'm not calling
Everybody even my family members call me CR.
But that reminds me.
That's going too far.
That reminds me of that one year when Jamie Foxx hosted the VMAs and he was making fun of Diddy and he was like, "You keep changing his name, Diddy, Puff Daddy. Next year he's just gonna be."
It's true. I remember that. I was rolling when he said that shit.
I feel corny though because I gave myself the nickname. I wish someone gave me the nickname.
But I gave myself my name.
Oh, well, you corny too.
I'm am I though? I'm the bridge between the creative and the resource. So like good looking was never like, oh, I look good. It was like we don't say thank you, we say good looking. So like good looking Lee because I'm always helping.
Damn.
I'm the only.
You know, I never asked why you named yourself Good Looking Lee.
People usually just think, oh, good looking.
Right. No, that makes so much sense. Yeah. Like,
it was nothing to do with my looks. I'm always just, I want to help.
But based on what I learned from you, like being around you, I feel like you're kind of confident enough to say you are good looking.
I mean, now,
and that's why I didn't question that, because I felt the confidence. I'm like, yo, she feeling herself.
Let her rock.
I mean, now, but like, I was fat 2 years ago. Like, I was fat, pimples everywhere. So, and they was calling me Lee back then, and I was like, yeah, no doubt, just good looking Lee. But I didn't feel that way. Now, I mean, shit, it's like a double entendre. Right?
That's what I'm saying. Good. Definitely a double entendre.
But nah, like a year, 2 years ago, nah.
Yo, I just realized I ain't been through shit in my life. Like I got a dramatic weight change. I never been through no dramatic accident. I feel like y'all got stories like that. I'm just a regular dude, like trying to make it. Like,
that's good.
You're funny as hell.
So how has y'all weeks been? I don't know who wants to start, but like up until now, how was your week?
Oh man, you want me to start?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Well, I had a performance last Sunday at the Baru Lounge. It was really lit. I performed a couple records that's coming on the album that I'm about to release, and I did something off of Flows. I did Dear Summer off of Flows, and the crowd really, really vibed with that.
The album is Love, Peace, and Beats, right?
Yes.
Gotcha.
So, so I performed there. It was great. Everybody showed me love. A lot of people came out. It was a good vibe. I feel like it was one of my best performances because I'm now making and recording music that really reflects my personality. So that's what was going on with that.
Sorry I couldn't be there. Next show I'm there for sure.
For sure, man. I will be performing every month, at least 2 or 3 times a month.
Well, I'm there.
Yeah, so you have plenty of opportunities.
Right.
Then Wednesday, which was yesterday? Yeah. So I had a studio session at Cerebral Sound Studio with Solo. Shout out to Solo, CSMG. Just wrapped up the last couple of tracks that's going on the album. Now there's nothing left to do but the mixing. Then right after that, I had to go to the Nene show on Nonfiction Radio.
I saw.
Which is a good look, you know what I'm saying, networking with other radio stations and stuff like that, because they just went FM. Yeah, which is a great opportunity to, you know, connect with them and try to get on their wave as far as, like, you know, networking, because they also are trying to look to bring artists on, because they really on the vibe where they want to put New Jersey artists on, because they just went FM. Word. And they feel like with that platform they can really connect and bring people together. And I'm all for it. You know, I rep the 908. I was born and raised in Jersey, so it's like when I heard that, I was really excited. But the interview was great. Nene, her co-host Yanni, they had great energy. Y'all would love them. Like, I don't know if you guys saw. I don't even know if the interview's up. The full thing's up yet.
Nene, she was on IG Live at one point, and I actually ended up following her somehow. And I was on her IG Live. I heard you talking about your story and stuff. I heard some of it before, obviously,
right.
But yeah, I was on there a little bit. Yeah, and they seem great.
They're cool people. They cool people.
Hopefully, they can come on one day.
I would definitely invite them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see why not.
You can, yeah. And then today you're here.
And then today I'm here
tired
working on.
Fuck.
Yeah, I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? Because in between all of that, I still gotta figure out, like, make time to make money. So it's like, you know, while I'm working, I still be working even when I'm done working. So it's just like, but I'm not complaining. I'd rather be busy than not busy.
For sure. And
yeah.
You breathing, you healthy. As long as you got that, like, you good.
I can't complain.
That's it.
Yeah. Then I'm headed to Maryland on Friday.
Oh, to see your girl?
Yeah. Well, no, my girl maybe on Sunday, but I'm really going for my aunt. Because I haven't seen my aunt and my uncle, my cousins, and like since July, and you know they love me. So
wasn't you just in Maryland?
Yeah, but I wasn't with them.
So why you ain't go see them? That's foul.
Gotta see the shorty, man.
You a conscious piece of shit.
Look, no, it's not true.
CP.
You a conscious piece of shit.
Yo, look, time be limited.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying? Time is limited.
Bruh, don't you hate like a long distance relationship sometimes?
Yeah, bruh. Sometimes it's hard. I agree.
I mean, mine's only an hour away, but it's still not. She's not like right next to me every night. It's hard sometimes.
But you know what though? If you have the longevity in the relationship, when y'all do see each other every day, y'all gonna appreciate it way more when you finally move in or whatever happens later on. You know.
Man, hopefully I still have a relationship after today because.
Cut it out, son.
What happened?
Nah, I'm gonna get into it. I'll go last.
Shit.
I'll go last. It's not nothing.
Okay.
We done?
I'm done. Yeah, that's it.
Lee,
I'm
what's
about
up
to say
with
you
yo?
got some more.
That's it. No.
Now my week was good. It was very productive. Doing interviews, man. Doing this podcast. I met with 2 mommies and a baby.
I saw that.
Yeah. That show is when that dropped. That's gonna be crazy.
They give you parenting advice.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I can't be a slow my whole life. You know what I'm saying? I aspire to be a parent. So 2 mommies and a baby held me down. I had one of those like full circle interviews with like a good friend of mine. We watched each other like grow up, and you know we kind of opened up. Well, she opened. That sounds crazy. She opened up to me. She opened up about some things on the show. I'm setting up for season 3 of Thank Me Later, which is crazy. This is what we're in October. Next month to be a year I've been podcasting.
That's what's up.
Damn.
Only a year, like. So it's about to get even crazier. We're gonna bring the live events home. You know, I opened up in Chicago with a live joint. I got a little tour of live joints coming up.
That's
what's
word.
I just been working on that. Really, yeah, that's it.
Congrats on that grind.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank
Respect
you.
that.
I remember the first time I went on Thank Me Later. I didn't feel worthy.
Cut it out.
No, because Lee she didn't like shit on us at first, but she wasn't a believer. It was when me and Michael first
I didn't
came
shit on you. Ask me if I like the show. I said yes.
No. But like when we walked through the door before you hit record, you were like, okay, here's another one.
I don't know.
And like,
I mean, that's how it is, though.
Yeah.
I finish a show, I wrap it up,
Yeah.
then I bring another show in.
And I was nervous to ask because I felt the energy without you saying anything. And here we are.
Exactly.
A few months later.
But I remember we spoke for like 15 minutes that day when we met.
But even
y'all
then,
asked me questions, I answered for free.
For free.
You know? I was just, it's whatever. I'm gonna drop knowledge, but I just like it's so many. When I'm engineering, so many people look back. Hey Lee, my show is great, right? And one, I'm never gonna. Your shit sucks. Oh, you like it? Okay, I like it. If you like it, I like it.
Yeah.
But some of the shows, it's like, I really like it. But, I mean, I try not to dislike anything. I just feel like that lane isn't for me.
Yeah,
Just
that's
like-
usually the best way to say
Yeah,
somebody shit
yeah.
sucks.
I mean, but it's not even
Yeah.
that. It might not suck to the people who care about what you're
Right.
saying. I'm not one of them.
At least you're thinking objectively.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because like, I mean, we have what Nerds and Cool Kids is a huge friend of the show,
Mhm.
and I'm not reading comic books. I
Yeah.
don't care for it.
I understand.
And when I do play video games, I'm not out here trying to beat the whole game and then put my friends on to the way. Nah, I'm just playing because I finally have time.
Right.
They take it serious.
It's
So
the whole
I was
world.
when I did their show and I was like, what? This doesn't even make like what? But the conversation made sense. Like
Okay.
so it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I like some of the shows a lot more, but I never tell nobody, nah, your shit suck because something that sucks to me, you put it on iTunes and there's a crowd for it.
See, like when
So-
you mentioned, like you initially mentioned you had the #1 show on the network, and I kind of got nervous just because like I felt like I had something to prove. Like we're the new kids on the block, blah blah blah. So that's why I kind of
People
felt
do
like
that and I never understand why. Like I'm just proud of me and my team.
yeah,
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like this is like that was something that I wasn't even sure was possible. Like no funny, I said I was #1 7 days before I actually hit.
Mm.
I just said it.
Spoken into existence.
I just was like, yo, because if we not right now, we're gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been holding solid.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But that shit was just crazy. And like I've had people feel like they need to tell me, like they'll bring me on their show to look me in my face and say, yo, you know we about to knock you up. All right, show me.
yeah.
Show me. But
I
I
like
think that's
that. You're
weird.
about action, yo.
Yeah,
you don't like hearing
I'm
all
deaf.
that.
You gotta show me
I'm the
something.
same way.
I feel like I said that actually.
You did. You
You
did.
didn't even forget that.
No. But everybody does. It's something that I expect now.
Yeah.
After I say, hey, you know, the show's doing amazing. You know, we're actually #1 on the network here. I expect to hear, oh, you the one I gotta beat, or you know you're not gonna be there much longer. Okay, show me something.
Yeah.
And in the meanwhile, you're only competing with yourself.
Really?
And that's really what a
I
champion
literally
does. You know what I'm
I
saying?
do not like. I don't listen. I mean, I listen to a few shows, but I try not to listen to other shows a lot.
Yeah.
Like unless it's like Oprah or like some kind of self development, because I'm not doing that show. And I notice like when I listen to the shows that I love a lot, subconsciously I end up doing that show, and then it puts pressure on me. My anxiety is already bad. I don't want to feel like, damn, well my show got to be set up like that, or like, damn, my show got to be as hype as this. Nah, like we go in there, we kill it, and we put it out. Like I just try to silence all the outside shit.
I don't even remember why I said that. I'm not a competitive person. I just wanted to.
You
it
really
was
just
like,
wanted to prove that to me.
It's just kind of like I just wanted to, like, I don't know, to be impressed, I guess, because you were the #1 show. We were new, coming to something. Like, I don't know,
But I remember listening to your first conversation. I did like what I heard.
Yeah.
I liked it, and it was just like, okay. Like once I like it, it's like, okay. Like I don't care what you do. I like it. It's nice. I want to see what you can do. So it was just like, okay. Like I just remember like kind of whatever.
I hear you.
Yeah, I don't care. Like for me, whatever you tell me it's cool, but you know I go off what you show me.
I appreciate that.
That reminds me
Yeah.
of something I saw on Instagram one time when Diddy posted, and he was saying like, in order to be #1, you can't worry about what everybody else is doing.
Right.
Right? Like the people who are really nice at whatever craft it is. Like I remember the weirdest thing I had picked up somebody, he was a basketball player, but he don't watch NBA basketball.
Exactly.
But I was just like, yo, that makes so much sense because you're living that life. You're playing, you're really training, trying to, you know, every day. So you don't even really know what's going on. Like, it's just like, wow.
Yeah.
I was just like, I guess that's how it is when you're so in your own craft, you know. Because I'm the same way. When I'm tunnel vision, I'm tunnel vision. I really always know what's going on with other artists.
For sure. And I've narrowed my amount of podcasts that I listen to down to 3. Just because I like them. They make me laugh. I look for that entertainment. Like the inspiration factor is kind of gone. Like I feel like now I'm in the realm of like being able to have my platform on the same level as theirs one day. Right? But not in a competitive way.
What
Just,
shows are these?
Joe Budden. There's this podcast that's recorded on the West Coast called The Shane Show. And there's this other show that's recorded out in Canada called The Super Best Friend Cast. It's kind of like a nerdy cast.
I've
too.
heard of that.
And I love all 3 of those shows. Those are the ones that really inspired me to want to do this.
Right.
But now it's just strictly for entertainment purposes, not for inspiration.
But I mean, also, there's nothing wrong with being inspired by others.
No, it's not. No.
Yeah, but when I was saying like, don't worry about what other people's doing, it's like, don't ever compare yourself to other people and put yourself down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I decided to just shut down all the outside noise. Like I don't listen to other shows. Like I'll check them out, but I like make a time for that. So like, there's 31 days in October. I'll probably check out other shows, like maybe
Yeah.
I did it 2 weeks ago. I checked out like 3 or 4 shows. And I mean, based off of what I listen to, you know what I'm saying? Like if they ask, I'll tell them, yo, this is a great bit. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. I'll subscribe, I'll share, I'll like, but I'm not gonna sit there and take that all in. Pause, that sounds crazy.
I know what you
But
mean.
like I can't because I'm a podcaster. So I never want to subconsciously come off as someone else.
I know
like
what you're saying.
it's so easy to hear a good show and say, hey, I need to do something like that. And then subconsciously you do that.
do
like
it.
like Tax Stone is one of my biggest influencers.
Free
But when
tax.
free tax. But when I was listening to Tax Season every day, I caught myself subconsciously doing Tax Seasons. Like
get what you're saying.
I'm doing Tax's show instead of Lee's show. You know what I'm saying? So I always tell people like I've helped my friends start podcasts. I've helped my friends set up their show. I don't care about none of that. I'll subscribe, share, I'll listen to it. But it gets in the way sometimes. So
I
like
agree.
if I listen, it's either let's say you dropped in the beginning of the month or you want me to wait to the end of the month, I'll check out 2 or 3. I just can't do it every day. Like I listen to a podcast every day. I just can't do the daily listening like to anything other than self-development.
I know what you're saying.
The way you guys live your lives now, you two specifically, and even Caleb, like you guys all do it's like a podcast, you're part of a podcast, whatever, but you do different things outside of like a podcast. Like you rap, you do other events. He's a comedian, but right now, like I draw inspiration from that type of energy because right now all I'm doing is just working my regular job. And I do a podcast. You guys have kind of like inspired me to want to get out and do a little bit more than that. I mean, I write,
That's dope.
but I'm not really as consistent as I should be. So kind of really just y'all hanging out with y'all really is like been my main inspiration recently.
That's
See,
dope.
having like
Glad
good
for that,
examples of
man.
people around you who are doing more and doing better than you, like I just appreciate that, you know. So,
That's dope.
yeah.
For real, man. That's real.
Yeah, y'all really killing it, and I'm proud to be y'all friend, I guess. That
Nah,
I mean, we're here to help you too.
Yeah,
you
we
know what
proud
I'm
of you.
saying? Yeah, we a team.
I'm proud of you. You stepped out of your shell so much, son.
Yeah.
Tell me
Like,
about it.
So
Yeah,
much.
man.
Tell
Came
my
a
mom
long
that.
way.
When
My
I
mom
met
is listening, yo.
Nah, when
She
I
know.
met you, it was like you know he would have something on his mind, but he wouldn't say it to you.
Yeah, it's just
I
be on
used
his
to be
face.
Like, yeah, like I used to be like, I wish this man just say what he got to say, like.
Yeah.
And then it was like
He
no,
always
no,
does
we
that
figure it
little
out.
shake his head. Like he about to say something, he like
Yeah,
just shake
Nah,
his
that's
head.
me. That's me. That's me. For
Even
sure.
like when he did my show, like he was like, "Word, you want us to come?" I'm like, "Yeah." He like, "Word." I'm like, "Nigga, yes."
yeah, I was surprised.
Nigga, yes.
I was
Like
surprised.
it's cool, but it's like now you like we not the only ones believing in you. You believe in you now.
Word finally.
Yeah,
It
like
took a while.
you could tell. Like I could tell. I could feel it on you now. Like
And you can tell by the consistency how long you've been going and how many episodes. Like, you know, from when I first met you, you weren't even in the realm yet of doing a podcast. You were still talking about how you wanted to be a screenwriter and everything.
Yeah.
Compared to where you are now, it's amazing to watch the growth, bro. Honestly,
Word.
like you
I
came
really
a long
appreciate
way.
that. Yo, we got to do like a little team building thing outside of the podcast. We got to like chill one day,
Yeah, we
get some
should.
drinks and shit.
I
Like
agree.
soon, cause
I
don't
feel
know.
like it would be best to do that one day, like after the show when nobody ain't got nothing to do.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Just go
yeah,
get
yeah.
some
Let's do
drinks.
that.
You were done with your week, right?
Yeah.
So last time I saw y'all, well, yeah, my birthday was coming around the corner, but it happened. Was it last Wednesday, the 17th, 2 weeks ago, whatever. I had a birthday on Wednesday. I didn't do shit. I saw a movie by myself.
Wait, why didn't you do nothing on Wednesday?
On my actual birthday?
Yeah,
I don't know.
because
actually.
your event got canceled. That's why.
Oh shit! You remember that?
Wait, tell me about this. What?
Remember the Kanye and Charlamagne shit got
oh
canceled?
yeah, you were supposed to go to
I was
that.
supposed to go to that. I forgot about that.
Oh
Damn,
yeah, I saw that in the text. Yeah, that's
Fucking
true.
Charlamagne tried to clean it up like he made the decision. Like no, nigga, Kanye's in Africa. Like he's not. He couldn't get back in time.
That's not true. What if Charlamagne's values really got in the way?
I don't know. I don't know.
That's because you expect the worst from that man.
I don't expect the worst from him. He hasn't shown me the good that he preaches like recently, in my opinion, from what I've seen. As a fan.
You know what I do want Charlamagne to clear up? This whole him raping his wife thing. That's
Yeah.
what I want him to clear up. Because anything else, I can honestly say, I don't know. I like Charlamagne, but that shit right there is kind of crazy.
Wait, I didn't know about that, and I read his first book.
I read his first book too.
It wasn't
same.
in the first book.
No.
No, but
Where'd you
it's
hear
a
that?
thing.
He
said that on
his
the
podcast.
podcast.
Oh, that's why I don't listen to podcasts. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I look too deep into it. I do like Charlamagne. I do listen to the Breakfast Club. I like the recent interview they did with DC Young Fly, Chico Bean.
I didn't listen to it. Was it good?
It was really good. It was an hour. It was basically a podcast on the Breakfast Club. But anyways, that shit was canceled.
They said Angela go out with Plies.
I used to be in love with her,
Angela
yo.
go out with Plies.
I used to be in love with her. I was kind of jealous when I heard that.
Wait, is that for real?
That's not true though, right?
I think
It was a joke, right? Oh, it wasn't
She
a
ain't
joke.
deny it.
This is true.
I did not expect that.
Who was it that did that Plies impersonation? Was that?
That was Carlos Miller.
Yo, he did that shit spot on,
Yeah.
son.
I
It
can't
was
even do
so
it.
beautiful, son. I won't even try to embarrass myself and do it. It was so beautiful. I really thought that was Plies. I'm like,
Plies
yo.
got a funny ass voice.
Plies just a
dude.
funny nigga in general. He mad short. Like, remember he got
Mad
slammed off. He
short.
got slammed off the stage.
Yeah.
That was mad
Yeah.
funny. How you get the dude on the stage and they get that close to you? Like his security did not give a fuck.
Yo, they was sleep.
Word.
Nah, that was wild funny though.
But that event was canceled. I got my money back. Thank God. I got it back like a day after. I even emailed them the day of when I saw it was canceled. I was like, yo, am I gonna get my money back? Like
yeah.
I was about to hit Charlamagne on Twitter. Like, where my money at?
Right?
Bro, I would have been on everything. Like,
Yeah.
oh, Charlamagne's going live. Where's my money?
Right.
I didn't do anything special like that day, mostly because it's the middle of the week. Like I had work the next day.
Mm-hmm.
My girl had stuff we playing that weekend, so I saw Venom by myself. That shit was trash.
Yeah, it wasn't all that.
Fucking most disappointing shit I ever seen. That weekend, my girlfriend, she got me some gifts. She got me a new gym bag. I was mad hype about that. She got me a fedora because I wanted a fedora really bad.
Why, Joe Button?
That's my new wave, man.
All right. Don't judge me. What's a fedora?
Like the hat,
The
like
future
the round
hats.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
No, not the tall ones. Not the fucking.
First of all, that's Pharrell you talking about
But Future had
with
that.
the big joint.
Future had that too.
He
I
pulled
know
the
what you're talking
Pharrell.
about, though.
Future is the fedora joint.
Yeah.
Okay.
The-
F is for fedora.
The
Okay.
fancy shit, like the one that actually fits your head and looks normal. Like.
Okay.
And I really
So why you don't even wear it?
because it's at my girl's house. I was supposed to go get it this weekend, which I'm just gonna lead into it's all leading up to this weekend and how I fucked up. So over the weekend for my birthday weekend though, we went to this cooking class where you make pizzas. Pizza school. It's actually not that far from here.
Mhm.
And we made 4 pizzas, and those shits came out banging. I recommend like any type of date setting, you go to fucking pizza school and you make yourself some pizzas because that shit was fire. And
You know where I'm about to be.
yeah, we know Lee got a girl on
That's
deck ready to
crazy.
go somewhere. Lee got some type of home girl, she call her.
Snap.
I'm going. Yeah.
Yeah, you go. Yeah,
I'm going. And no matter who you see me with, I'm single.
Oh Lord.
tell them that.
Yo.
I don't know.
She a pimp,
Yeah, I
right?
really don't know how I got this idea in my head that Lee has just mad hoes on deck.
Yo,
like,
I feel that vibe.
I don't know
yo.
how I got that. Like,
I feel that vibe.
I don't
You
even
just-
But
know.
you know what's the thing? It's the people with hella hoes that always say, "Man, that's crazy." What you talking about?
I don't like.
The modest ones.
I'm focused. I'm working.
yeah,
I don't-
we know. We know.
You working on it?
Nah, I'm so selective with the energies I let around me. I'm untouched. Like I'm unlinkable. So it's like when I do let a girl in, I'm all in. That's
I
why
get
I ain't
you.
all in because I don't see nobody that's worthy of being around me.
Okay.
It's- and
Protect your energy,
That's
queen.
It's
what's
the
up.
truth. Like I hate when I say that and then people be like, "Oh, you think you better than somebody?" Nah, I just know what I'm worth, and I just can't let random
People
random
coming,
Susie come
Yeah.
around me.
and plus you're on the
Nah.
come up right now. Like you're
Yeah,
doing
and
a
people
lot
can
right
see
now.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people can see that. Sometimes
Nah.
people have ill intentions. Sometimes they just want to be
Exactly.
a part of your wave.
Yeah, everybody not there to be in your corner. So it's like when people be saying like, "Oh, you got wild hoes," I be like, if you only knew, like, yo, half the girls that will tell you in your face, like, yeah, like I do like her. I want to talk, girl. Get you some business, 'cause this ain't it. This is not it. Yeah.
But yeah, I guess middle of the week, this week coming up, this week that just happened, that's happening now, whatever. I didn't do shit but work. But today, I was supposed to spend this weekend out here in the city with my girl. But 2 weeks ago, I forgot that I actually switched with someone on my job, and I'm supposed to be working for him tomorrow. And that in turn messes up everything because my girlfriend has off tomorrow, and we could have spent the whole day together, whatever, blah blah blah. So we kind of got into a little, not a scuffle, not an argument, but like
A discussion.
no, well, she did most of the yelling, and I just was taking it because I was clearly wrong. But basically, I just forgot. I basically ruined our weekend together because I forgot to tell her that.
Do you guys still have Saturday and Sunday?
Well, no, she works Saturday and I work Sunday.
Damn.
So like the whole weekend's like ruined and she's tight. I haven't heard from her in like 4 hours. I'm freaking out.
Damn.
I don't know what to do.
Just wait.
Just wait. I was gonna hit her after this and see what happens.
She's not hitting you back or responding because she needs time.
Well, no. The last conversation we had was her on the phone yelling at me.
That's what I'm saying.
There was no text chain like, in between that.
Well, whatever the last interaction you had, she needs time to like cool down and get over the fact that she's not going to be able to see you tomorrow.
Her main issue with me sometimes is, and I get it, like I feel like I've gotten better at communicating, but I forget things a lot.
You do.
Yeah, and yeah.
Do you write things down?
He should.
You should use your note app.
Lee, I know what Lee's really going for right now. I didn't know Lee was even going to be here today. I thought it was going to be me and you.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But apparently she told me
Despite
at some
the
point.
fact
I
that
remember
said
she was
it.
going to be here.
Fuck out of here. No, you
Yes,
didn't.
I did. Yo, I did not walk
said
in here
that shit.
surprised. I knew she was
I
going to
said
be
that
here.
shit, though.
Oh, shit.
I really knew she was going to
I
be
said
here.
I was gonna come Thursday, but Sunday
And Sunday
I
she
couldn't
couldn't because she had a
And-
short
I remember this Sunday, but like today I thought I had like a backup guest ready, but
gotta
they
write
canceled
stuff
anyway
down.
too.
Gotta
They
write
canceled
stuff
because she got sick.
That's what you get.
I need to write stuff down, dude. I really
Yo,
do.
just use the note app in your phone, bro.
That's where all the notes for the podcast go. I should write down everything.
You
everything.
can write multiple notes.
Yes.
I know, but I'm just saying.
You can categorize them. You can give them titles.
I don't know what I don't know if it's like a slight form of like dementia or I just have a selective memory.
Nah, bro.
But like things just happen like so fast sometimes, and like you have so many conversations throughout the week. I can't tell my girl this; it won't work. But like, I don't know. Things just slip my mind, especially when I just do things on an impulse, like the switching with the guy. I felt bad for him. He had to like babysit his daughter, and I just did it off of impulse, and I forgot about it. So
Damn.
that's where I'm at with it. If I don't have a girlfriend next podcast, this is pretty much why.
Cut it out.
Yo,
Yeah.
Shush, I don't think she
out.
would take it that
Yeah,
far.
nah, she's not going that far.
Yeah.
Let's hope not. She
I ain't
about
gonna
to
front. Y'all know what got me mad? First of all, you always have nice hats. We need to talk about this one off the air.
wait. Nice what?
You always have
Yeah.
nice hats. We need to
Facts.
talk about
Oh,
the plug.
thank you.
Yeah, you need to plug me up.
No,
But you know why I'm
we can't
tight,
talk about
son?
that.
Nah, we are.
We actually can't talk about that.
Yo, I'm a little angry today.
What happened?
They put cameras in my house, right? And I'm just really upset. I have to get a cup now when I want some juice. You know what I'm saying? I'm really upset about it.
Wait, who put cameras in your house?
My family did. Like, look, I'm watching it on my phone. Look, that's my little sister watching TV.
That's
Oh.
fucking crazy.
Look, I can see, like, when I saw it today, the mail lady, well, the UPS lady, she didn't even try to ring the bell. She just put the note on the door. And I'm like, yo, I'm watching you. Like,
Damn, so you
Put my
can't do
name-
nothing.
bro, do you know how angry I'm about to be when I get in the house
Oh
trying to
my
get a cup?
God.
Like,
Yeah, you
I
gotta get a
usually
cup.
just waterfall the juice.
Bro, you can't.
They on it now, bro.
Nah, but I'm going as far as like you can't even walk around the crib butt naked. Like you home alone.
First of all, I'm never there, so that's not
Nobody
me.
does that.
I mean, I do.
I do that, man. I mean, I live on
I
myself.
do.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's no cameras on my floor.
Oh,
Yeah.
you good. But
I'm super good on my floor.
Okay.
And whatever happens in the camera's view, nobody told you to put it there.
but what's the point of the cameras? Is this like a paranoid thing? Like has it been
Security.
I mean,
just in case type thing?
I've been there for years, and I've never needed cameras. I have a family member. I have an uncle who he moves as if people are out to get him, and I just be so confused because why do we have to pay? Why do I have to get a cup now? Because you think somebody cares about the shit that you do.
But you can just go take the juice to your floor and just drink it.
This is absolutely true.
But is
that's
there a
also
fridge
lie.
though?
I mean,
in
it's a
your
small
floor?
one. It's a smaller one. I
Okay,
need the big
okay,
joint. I
okay.
mean, if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it.
But what's wrong with just drinking out of a bottle or pouring it? What's wrong with the cups though?
It's that
There's
extra
nothing
motion.
wrong with the cup. There's nothing. It's not the cup. It's me. I don't want to come home at 2 a.m. and get some juice and then have to wash that cup out.
Yes, I get
Get
you.
the plastic joints, toss them out.
I'm also just gonna turn the lights off and we'll be fine.
That
Actually, that's not gonna work. No, because I watch people in the dark. Yo, I've just been fucking with
first
this camera
world
app.
problems. Like this is literally like definition of a first world
Son.
problem. I don't want to pour
I'm
my
actually
juice
about
in a
to
cup.
move though, so everything's fine.
Where
Yeah.
you like out Brooklyn?
Well, I mean, for now it's in Brooklyn, but I do plan on leaving New York. But I'm about to move out of my crib. So
You leaving New York? Where you gonna go?
no. Well, eventually I'm leaving New York. I don't know. I moved to London last year.
You did say that.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
loved
I
it
don't
out
know.
there.
Yeah, I do. I really do. I don't know. But New York, I don't know since I was
You've
a
grown
kid.
out of it.
Yeah, but since I was a kid, I was like, I'm going to college away. Like when you live somewhere, it's different.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
people
You're used to
see New York.
everything.
Yeah. So it's like sometimes I need to go away just to see New York fresh again.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah,
There's really
so-
no place like home though. Like when I went to Spain in September, like I was there for like 6-7 days. After day 3, I was ready. I was over. I was like, I just want to go home. Like
Really?
I miss my bed. Like I miss like the fucking hobos peeing on the fucking streets and shit. Like
Wow.
I miss the dirty subways. Like it was just
I've never missed that in my life.
not well. Like Spain subways like were always clear, no matter what time it was. There was never any traffic in the subway. It was always empty. It was weird. It just I don't know. And plus there was mad races out there, so that kind of like spoiled my time. But yeah, I don't know. For me, like for vacationing in terms of going away, like I don't know. Maybe I'm just comfortable in my settings, but
I get you though. Like when you travel somewhere, I mean, you're always gonna compare it to back home.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, home is home for a reason. You've been used to it. You grew up there. But I do agree that sometimes, like, us living in, like, you lived in New York, but I lived in Jersey. Like, I lived in Jersey my whole life. I never even went to the Statue of Liberty until this summer.
I just went like 3 years ago.
You know, isn't that crazy? And you
Yeah.
lived in New York, like, your
Yeah.
whole life. And it's just, like, other people travel across the world
To see it,
to
yeah.
come see it. And to us, it's just like, yeah, that's just
When my
statue.
cousin came from London, she came with a list of things to do and things to see.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the stuff was in my backyard. And I'm like, how'd you find this in London? Like, how'd you find it from London? And she's like, you don't look around? I'm like, nah, I go where I'm going. Sometimes you have to leave to see things fresh. Like, when I come back to New York, I always have, like, a brand new perspective. I always, my eyes are just wider. You know what I'm saying? So,
Where's
That's
like your
dope.
ideal place like to live? Like where's yours? Like London.
I mean, I don't know. Because, I mean, I love Atlanta. Down south, there's a lot of space. I don't know. Like, I'll go wherever it makes sense, wherever, like, I get the feeling, the vibe, wherever my heart is like, yeah, this is it. But I've never, since young, I never wanted to settle here. Like, I never wanted to just stay in New York. You know what I'm saying? So, like, now with the show, you know, I'm based in New York. I have to come back and forth. But even coming back and forth, I enjoy more than just staying in New York. Yeah, I went to Chicago for the day. It was beautiful. I was just so happy. I was happy to come home. But I'm never that happy. I need to be, though, because I understand, like, you know, gratitude is, like,
The key.
to attract everything else. But it's just like,
I guess we all
Yeah.
had them days. I know how you
Yeah.
feel.
we'll work it out.
You want to move to out now Jersey one day or
Yeah, I want to move to Prince George's County. That's out in Maryland. And like the reason why is for one, I've been going out there since I was younger. My whole life, I've been traveling between Jersey and Maryland. But also because it's like, honestly, bro, people are just so nice out there. Like, honestly, that's the number one thing. And then number two, like, it's a lot of affluent black people in Maryland and D.C. So it's just like being out there, you know, it's a neighborhood with really nice houses, but you know, there's actually black people that live in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because in Jersey, there's a lot of nice neighborhoods, but they're just sprinkled in places. And it's not all about race. Like, I love everybody, but at the same time,
It's all about race.
it's not about race, but that's
It's about
everything.
race.
I know it is.
Yeah. Y'all make me uncomfortable.
But it's like, yo, out there, the vibe is so chill. You know what I'm saying? There's more space. The air is way cleaner. Doesn't stink. You know what I'm saying? Jersey stinks. That's the sewer. I love Jersey.
does?
The factories, bro. When you're on the on 1 and 9 going to Newark, yo, forget about it. By the airport, like all those factories and stuff, the air quality is horrible.
For sure.
That's the thing. I want to be about nature, yo. Like, we
Yes.
just got so many, like, they just so money hungry that even, like, the places that you would go in New York to get some nature, they even
Yeah.
put buildings there. Like, I
Yes.
want to be in nature.
Yes.
And like on my way to work, I'm always like driving past hella deer, and I be getting mad, but like, yo, why are y'all always in the way? Like, why are y'all always about to jump in front of my car? But I realized
We're in
this is
the
where their
way.
home used to be.
Yes,
Yeah, we're in their
we're
way.
in the way.
And it's fucked up when you think about it. And yeah, we're only getting crazier and crazier on this planet. We're getting too overpopulated.
Yeah, I'm not
Fucking
paying my student
everything's
loans. I heard
polluted.
everything's going to get fucked up.
Shit's fucked. 2030.
2030.
2030, it's over, yo.
Yeah, I'm not paying.
It's over. No more Thank Me Later podcast. No more Introverted Intuition
No
podcast.
more JOTL.
No more. It's over.
Yo.
I've always thought about Seattle for some reason. I've never been there, but I've always just seen it, and I just always have been attracted to it. I've heard it rains a lot.
I was about
there.
to say, always rains in Seattle.
I love the rain. That's
It
my.
rains a lot in London, too.
I heard that.
I've
I've
never
met a
heard
few
that.
people out there.
Yeah. The weather is, like, trash. in London.
I love it. I
It's
love
it's
trash.
it's like foggy and
Yeah.
rainy all the time.
That's my vibe. I mean, snow is cool, like when it's coming down all softly, but like next day when you gotta shovel that shit,
It's annoying. Yeah.
That's why I don't leave Jersey too, so I don't have to like shovel.
That's
shit.
another thing, man. I don't like this snow situation because it always comes around, especially now. It's like January, February is the worst.
Yeah.
Facts.
Hate that.
I also have to shovel like the front of my house and
Oh shit.
yeah, because like
See,
people
yeah.
can't get hurt on my property.
People sue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck the snow.
Goddamn snow.
Am I gonna shovel this year? No.
I hate when I gotta clean off my car or when the street cleaner comes and they bury your car.
Yeah.
And you gotta dig your whole car out.
Yeah, yo, last year I got mad hype, got a new snowblower, about to use it, right? Fucking shit don't even work.
Are you kidding?
Had to go back to the Sears
Oh,
before they fucking
man.
closed down
Wow.
and shit, like, and then you gotta, they was like, we can't get it fixed till like Monday. It was like a fucking Friday.
Oh man.
Bring out those rusty old shovels,
Nah,
break
they
your
was
damn
supposed
back.
to give you a new joint.
They
They
ain't
ain't
nothing
do it.
on that. Well,
That's why Sears is gone now,
sold
apparently,
out.
because they fucked me over.
Wait,
That's what
Sears
it-
is gone?
Sears
I
is
didn't
gone
know that.
forever.
I heard about that.
Forever?
No, like, well, they filed for bankruptcy.
Oh.
I worked for a Sears
Did you
for 3
hear
years.
that Toys R Us is coming back?
I heard about that.
I heard that.
They
What?
was like, who did? Not me.
I mean, who's really buying toys? I feel like kids all have iPhones nowadays.
It's all like digital.
I mean, yeah, but nah, man.
The nerds will collect them and shit just for like. I mean, it may be worth
The
something
next
one
time
day.
they go bankrupt.
Yeah, right.
Unless they have a whole different business model.
I think they're changing the name too. Actually,
Really? I
If
don't
they
know.
change the name, you could just count me out. No, I'm sorry. Count me the fuck out.
Just call it Toys or just R Us or something. I don't know. I
Just
don't know.
like
I don't know what
IHOP.
they're gonna do. Like
Just like IHOP,
I'm not shopping at an R-Us.
R Us. Oh yeah, IHOP, IHOP.
Yeah, like what
No,
was
no,
that?
that's not
about?
real, son.
That's
Nah.
not real.
It was.
I mean,
real.
it was real, but no, that's not real.
Oh, it's not real to you.
Come on, IHOP to IHOP.
Them
That's so
burgers look
stu-
banging though.
But still, it's just like what you guys are known for pancakes. How
If
you
they
gonna go
put
as far
a
as
B
changing
on the
name?
IHOP by my house,
It's
bro, I'm
You're
wilding.
not-
I'm wilding. I'm going in there just to bug out. Like, yo, this is a joke. Y'all took it too far.
International House of Burgers.
That's stupid.
Stupid. I'm sorry.
And they only had like 5 burgers on the menu too.
Come
I'm
on.
sorry.
Come on,
I
son,
don't know
stop
what their
playing.
marketing team was thinking, yo.
Nigga,
They wasn't thinking.
They
They,
wasn't
just
thinking.
wanted to do.
Something.
They did the Kanye. They
Try to
just
get
wanted,
some press.
Yeah, they just wanted people to talk about him.
Word.
Yeah.
We ain't talk about shit like the past however long. But y'all celebrating Halloween? Y'all thinking about it? Y'all dressing up?
Nah, I'm just gonna be working. I mean, I
I mean,
sponsored
probably.
I sponsored a party that's gonna be in the for the name of Halloween. It's gonna be on this Friday, but I'm not even gonna be there.
Oh shit! Damn.
Like, I just paid for it, you know.
Yo, life is good.
That's nuts. That's
Life
fucking
is
crazy.
so good
I'm
for
not even
CR.
trying to-
CR had the
Yo,
busiest weeks, but like he has all the benefits. Like
The
he gets
busiest week.
he be chilling at the end of the day. Like everything's
Yo,
good.
I feel like y'all be gassing me, yo.
You be gassing yourself.
I'm
You be like
not.
every time I see you, I had the busiest day. I had the
'Cause
busiest week.
I feel like I can talk to y'all and vent. That's not me trying to brag. I really be trying. You know what I'm saying, talk to people because sometimes a lot of my friends and family think that I just don't make time for them, or they think I'm spending time with other people. But I'm like, bro, you don't understand. I'm really by myself like all the time, or I'm somewhere networking or doing something. I'm never like just chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
It's tiring.
That's the thing. People forget that. Like they see
Yeah.
you all around. Like I be on the road. Everybody's like, "Oh, but you don't make time for me, girl." I don't even have time for me.
That's what I'm saying.
like I'm working. I'm working
Yes.
now so that in a year
You
I
could
got the time. Like,
Exactly.
I need to stop looking
Exactly.
forward to the moments where I can chill then. Because, like, maybe I feel like I just don't work hard enough at times. I feel like I could always put in that extra step and utilize every hour of the day. But
I feel the
sometimes,
same way.
sometimes I just feel like I just want to chill, just decompress and just relax. But
You know what helps though?
maybe I shouldn't have those moments so often.
The minute you think of something that you need to do, just try and do it as soon as you think of it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the times you'll think of the stuff you got to do in order without even realizing it. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you do it as soon as it comes to your mind, by the time you do all the shit that you thought of, you'll be like, damn, I got a lot of shit done.
And like get up early. Like my body, I naturally wake up early since my family. One, I used to get up early when I was a kid. Two, they're just so loud that it's like if you try to sleep, they get louder. So it's like now I'm up early. I get a lot of my things, like the majority of the things I want to do, I can get done by noon. You know what I'm saying? And then you start feeling more productive. And then as you feel that, you want to be more productive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that way, when you do decide, hey, like I'm burnt out, it's well warranted. You know what I'm saying? And don't force productivity. Sometimes you're not meant to be productive.
That's where I'm at with
Don't
it. Like,
force it.
with this book. Like, I'm like, first of all, I think I need to invest in a less comfortable bed. Because once I hit that shit, I don't want to do shit.
How
like,
about you just don't work in your bed?
I
Do you have a
guess, but-
desk?
No, I don't.
Yo, it's so
At
important.
my
to-
job, I do, but not.
Yo, if you can, even if you, I don't know what your layout is like, but a desk.
Do it in the kitchen. At the kitchen, do you have a kitchen table?
No. Well, like there's a table, but like it's not worthy of sitting at. That's what I was saying.
Okay.
Like,
That's
it's
what
not
I'm
like,
saying,
It's
like,
not like
you-
a large. It's not like this. Like
If you
Okay.
get
it's like a small little
even
table.
if you get a small desk and a little chair, like it just puts you in the work mentality. When you sit
Right.
down and you're at that desk, you create that little environment.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised how much of a difference. Because I got a desk in second room in my apartment, which is technically like my office, whatever.
Yeah.
When I'm in there,
The
bruh,
subtle flex.
chill.
No.
But like I go in there, bro, and I just work. I'm on my laptop. I'm in work mode. Like I'm telling you, a desk it'll change your mentality.
That's what I'm looking to get, something like that when I get my own place, like or newer place. Like I need like a space where I can just go to every day and just like let my creative juices like flow. Right now, I don't have that,
You need that, bro. You need that creative space.
and like maintaining that motivation to do anything sometimes is hard because I work like all day, and then like I go to the gym, whatever. I mean, I'm making excuses, but
I know.
it's just
I'm not paying you any mind.
the I know just got me so tight. Like
Yo,
like
yo.
I really got so tight for a second. Because you sound like everybody in my everybody in my life in one sentence. Like I know
I know.
you're making excuses. It's like,
But I support, like, whatever.
no, so you support my laziness?
I mean, if that's who you are, then yeah.
I need to
know?
get.
I
together.
don't. You can fight that shit.
I know. I need
But,
to.
but this is the thing, and this is why I say I support, because he's aware. He's aware that he's
True.
lazy.
Yeah.
At least you are aware.
And us, like I'm always the friend that's like, nah, come on, we're gonna beat this. We gotta combat it.
Mm-hmm.
But just because like I can work faster doesn't mean that you're automatically gonna catch that wave. You know what I'm saying? Like you're aware. The first step is being aware.
That's true too.
You know
Very
you
true.
got things to do,
Yeah.
and in the right time, you're gonna get fed up with your laziness. Like that's how I am. I'm lazy.
And it's
I
funny.
just get fed up.
During those moments, I'm acknowledging like, yo, I should really be doing this right now,
Exactly.
but I'm not.
And that's the
And it
realest
gets
shit.
frustrating.
Like what you said right there is so true because it's the same thing for me. Like as busy as I am, bro. Like I'm telling you, naturally I'm a lazy person. Like I just like chilling. I be watching movies all damn day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
Smoking, chilling, like texting, being on Instagram. I don't like. I mean, I have to do it. I have to put in work. I don't want to say I don't like doing work,
Yeah.
but I don't really like doing work. But I do it because I have to. You feel me?
The one thing I really that gets me mad that I haven't been doing is like not finishing this book. Like I feel like it's such an amazing idea, it's an amazing concept, and I've done amazing work with it so far. But I'm literally not doing it, not working on it for no reason. It's just because I have to like get into that mode of being creative and figure out like it feels like it just takes so much time. And like I'm trying not to wait for the creativity to come to me, but that's kind of where I'm at with it right now. Like
You can't rush that.
and those moments come in waves, but I'm trying to just like make those waves come to me. I guess I don't know. It's hard.
But like as you force it, you push it away.
That's true.
Yeah.
I learned that.
Can't force
Like,
that, man.
like, cause I always feel like, yo, I can be more productive. And then when it's time to do something that, like, to go, like, I teach. When it's time to teach, I get the most ideas, and that's when I'm like rushing. But it's like that's how my mind works. So it's like me forcing it at 2 a.m.
Right.
It's
not
like
gonna work.
like the only thing worse than no creativity is forced creativity.
I agree.
To me, yeah,
I
like so
agree.
it's like that's when I just be like, listen, just put the damn movie on, it'll come.
And
Like,
give yourself that time. too.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
I agree.
as I like lean back and kind of let go of trying to be so controlling of everything, shit just falls in my lap, son. Like these
true.
interviews just been falling in my lap. Like people out of like I'm like, yo, how'd you even find me? Like, how do you know me? How are you listening to me? Where are you from? Like,
I need you to tell me like your sales pitch when you're fucking trying to sell your show or try to set up these interviews. Like, do you just be like, I don't know, like, or do you send those emails personally, like to the shows?
a lot of them,
or
yeah.
people you interview.
A lot of them, yeah, because I'm hands on in my business. So I mean, my PR lady, she handles a lot, but I'm very like I started off when she came aboard. It was like I just want to focus on being the best podcaster. So she had a lot of that. Like there's months where I didn't know who I was talking to, when I was talking to them. I just let her handle that. She just told me where I needed to be because I just wanted to focus on the content. But as I focused on the content, I realized like no, like it's not that she doesn't do her best, but this is my baby. Like, nobody is going to take care of my show the way I can. So it was like, okay, now I start stepping in more. And then she was like, what are you doing? And I'm just like, yo, she goes hard for my show, but not even she can understand how much it means to me.
Yeah.
So it was like I started doing it myself, and I reach out. I have like I have a cold email template.
That's what I need. I need like a template or something like that.
I have that. But like a lot of it, like the template came, my PR gave me the template, right? She typed it out, and that was nice. And it was great. It was great. It worked. But it was like, this is my baby, and that doesn't sound like me. So I just started going through and reaching out on my own. And as I was doing that, I would go back. I didn't really like how I said that. Let me reword that. Yeah. Now my template is pure, genuine. Like, I use it. Don't get me wrong. I'm sending these mass emails. But that template is so genuine. These are things that I would say when my show comes up. So it's like, it just got so much easier. Like, it just was like, now I'll copy it from my notes, paste it in the email, send it. I'm getting hit back same day. Like, nice. Yeah, we doing it.
Nice.
I need to see that.
Like,
let me ask y'all something though. Y'all both like have a lot going on. You mentioned that you don't even have time to see certain people. Like, first of all, how many friends do y'all actually have? Like, that y'all consider friends?
None. No.
All right. So like the friends that I consider friends are people I grew up with, because I lived in a small town, so we all went to like elementary school, high school. We went to school together. Yeah. So I probably would say like I have a good like 6 people that I've known for more than 10 years.
Wow. Okay.
Outside of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that I have associates, I have colleagues. I put things in different categories, but friends is like, yo, I would come to your house and eat dinner and talk to your mom even if you're not home. That's the relationship I have with my friends.
I wish I had that. I had that. What about you, Lee? How many friends you got? I mean, you got 2 right here, 3 possibly if you like Caleb. I don't know. But
I love Caleb. Caleb doesn't know how much I like Caleb because I'm not a talker. Like, I'm not about to sit here and be like, oh my God, I just love you. Yeah, like, yeah. But like, I always, Caleb, how you doing? What's up with you? I like Caleb. I really do. Caleb, do you like me? Look, he's saying that because I'm here. No, but
that's what I would do.
Friends that I actually have, I would say 1, 2, 3. Counting you guys, I would say, well, I'm going to take you guys off the list real quick. Minus you guys, I would say 3 1/4.
Damn. 1/4? What's the quarter?
Because, I mean, I have a friend, but, like, when I think of friend, not using the term loosely, you know, you want to lean on that person sometimes when you need to, but I don't. Yeah. But, I mean, I know worst case scenario I could.
If you need to.
Yeah. Right. So, I mean, I would say the friends that, like, full on have my friendship, my annoying, like, I want your attention. Hey, I'm going through something. Hey, I'm just crying because I don't know how to handle my emotion. I would say 2. And then the quarter would be the other 2 that I can just put in one, which maybe can just be a whole. Maybe we could do 50-50. Yeah. And then that would be 3 that I know I can lean on. And I'm probably fucking the numbers up. I'm just like, I get in these comfortable spaces and I try to hold on as long as I can. Zoe used to be my co-host. So like Zoe is like number 1, you know what I'm saying? Right. And then it would be I'm fucking these numbers up. I don't want nobody to beat me up. But I mean, I lean on I lean on like 2 people. And I know the other 2 that I made 1. I know I could. But you know, you feel it. You feel it. Like, you just feel your way through. It's my mental note to always turn first to God, and if I have to talk to somebody else, I'll go to like one of the 2. Like
I'm in this weird space in my life where, like, I have friends that if I text them, they'll respond, and I know you don't have to see your friends all the time to like, or talk to them every day for them to really be your friends, but I don't know, man. I'm just in this weird space where, like, these people are my friends. We grew up together, but they don't support me at all. And it makes me so mad because, like, I'm so selfless with my friendship and my love. Like, I will do anything to help push you forward, and I don't know. It isn't. I don't have to see like the support, but I just want to know it's there, and I don't even see that.
This is where I am with that, because people, especially like Twitter, will tell you that your expectation is wrong. Right. Now, why is it okay for you to be in my life? You know what I'm saying? We're friends. we're friends in every meaning of the word. You lean on me, I'm supposed to be able to lean on you.
Yeah.
Why is it okay for people to get away with not supporting you when they're your friends? It's okay for strangers to me. Like I don't expect anything, but even though I can honestly say expectation, you know, a lot of that you have to get rid of. You know what I'm saying? You just kind of take what the universe gives to you, what you attract. Actually, you take what you attract. You get what you attract.
Yeah.
But I just feel like I'm not expecting anything of you but to be a decent being. Like, is that wrong?
I don't, but like, I don't even feel that anymore. Like, I used to feel like we were all on the same wavelength. I mean, even if we were apart, we would still.
So you're outgrowing it. This is beautiful.
Maybe, but like, and that kind of frustrates me and kind of scares me at the same time because, I mean, taking y'all the equation, kind of everybody I've met this year that I consider like cool with or whatever, like those are like my friends. Like I've had them my entire life, and the idea of not having them around anymore kind of freaks me out a bit because it's like, damn, who am I gonna have as a best man?
Right.
Who's gonna come in my wedding? You know, like it's just like this weird
That
fear.
scares me too.
And I keep them around just because. I mean, not keeping them around, just like
I get what you're saying. You still hang out when you
I
maintain
still
a relationship.
I still try to maintain a relationship even though it's not reciprocated.
But
it
don't-
still
you
hurts at
have-
the
you
same
have-
time.
Your time is precious though, so if it's not reciprocated, you know what I'm saying. I don't think you should match their energy. I don't think you should do that. But if it's not reciprocated, you know, go where you're also
appreciate.
I go where I
go where
appreciate
you're
it for sure.
watered. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like if you water in a friendship and the other person's not pouring in, go where you're watered. Go where you're appreciated. Go where you're valued.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's my issue because I get comfortable in these spaces and I don't want to open up to nobody new. So I'll continue to deal with the shitty things that I'm dealt. It's not okay.
Yeah.
And us holding on to that comfort is us resisting growth. And it's gonna get to the point where you're gonna get so hurt and so uncomfortable in what used to be your comfortable space that you have no other choice but to grow. So before it gets nasty, you know what I'm saying, just peacefully bow out.
I could agree with that. I mean, like, it's not easy to let go of a long friendship, you know what I'm saying? But, like, if you're starting to reach a certain point where you're manifesting, your future is starting to manifest and you're starting to, like, really become yourself.
Yeah.
Like, in that process, you are going to kind of distance people. People are going to distance themselves from you, and you're going to distance yourself, even subconsciously, because you're living a different life now. You're doing different things.
Yeah.
And I was also going to ask, like, they never at all supported, or did they support in the beginning, and it felt like it was getting exhausting?
No, well, like this, it was always felt like a half-ass support, like just because like I have to do it, like. I mean,
it wasn't a genuine interest in supporting.
I don't know if I should even. I guess people could guess what situation I might be alluding to, but just even like, just that no offers were made. Like, can I help you with something? Can I help you edit an episode? Like, yo, where do you want me to post this? Or like anything like that. Which there was just no effort. I feel, and I'm all about integrity and respect. Like, and I just felt like there was so much like a big lack of that, and I don't know. It just bums me out. It just bums me out, man.
That's the thing, though. Like, this support, people forget. We asking our friends to support us the free way.
I shouldn't have to ask. Like
and that's my thing. I never wanted, and I always tell people, because I always speak about this on Twitter, but it's like, for me, I always made it a point. I never want to have to ask my friends.
Yeah.
And mind you, I always use the term friend loosely, but like, if I consider you my friend, I don't want to have to ask, and I won't. I won't ask. I never want it if it's that way. If I have to ask my friend to support me, I don't think that, or maybe I'm thinking of friendship at a whole nother level and you're not there, and cool. But I don't want to have to come to my friend and say, hey, we're on Twitter, right? And like, you retweet a lot of other things. Can you retweet my work? I'm not going to ask my friend, period. Like, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to ask you. So for me, I feel like something like that. We're in an age where support can be so free.
Yes.
Yeah.
And strangers have showed us that it's there. And it's not an issue. Why I can't see that from my friends?
That's what freaks me out.
That's my thing. So we're not friends. We're not friends. And that's the thing. And that's why I came in here one day and I said, or was it here? It might have been my show. I said, I want to ask my friends how many of my friends actually listen to my show, but I'm scared of the answer.
It's a
I
scary
meant that
thing
shit.
to ask.
I'm
It's a
scared
scary thing to
of the
ask.
answer. And I know it sounds wrong. Like, you don't believe in your friends? I'm scared of the answer, though.
Yeah.
But
I'm not mad at you.
I'm shook.
not
I ain't
mad.
gonna lie. That shit shake.
I'm not
feel-
mad at
yeah,
you.
like, I wouldn't do
dealt
that
with
either.
I've dealt with that, man, especially with this music thing, because, like, when you constantly, but at the same time, I try to be devil's advocate, understand how they feel sometimes when you're asking the same people to keep coming out to your shows and doing this X, Y, Z, because that's how it was in the beginning. It was just like, you know, I wasn't super popping when I was, you know, first started really doing music. So it was like, yo, I had this group of people that I always hang out with. I can understand they might get tired of me having to ask them, but at the same time, like, when I do stuff and I don't ask for any kind of support, I do see who's real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because when you, like, you know, like Lee was saying, she don't ask for it. You know what I'm saying? She'll put something out, and then she's still going to take note of the people who were able to support without asking.
Right.
Like, when I put up a song or an interview or whatever, and I see people, like, reposting on their story, like, I never ask people to do that. So, to me, I'm taking note. I'm like, yo, like, these people, I really respect them. You know what I'm saying? But it's really hard, right, to differentiate between, you know, people who genuinely support you and also your friends, because just because they don't support you, does that really mean they don't care and love for your well-being? Because let's be honest, sometimes your friends might genuinely not be interested in the same thing you're interested in. You know what I'm saying?
This is true.
And it's like, that doesn't make them a bad person, because I'd rather you genuinely not support me than to half-ass support me just because.
But I'm so selfless. I'll fucking support, even if I don't fuck with it or agree with what you're doing. Like, I'll still give you that support because I know I could possibly provide you another ear or another eye or another listener.
But that's what I'm
whatever.
saying.
Like,
So because you're not into, let's say, podcasting, because you're not into podcasts, you can't retweet mine.
right.
I'm not. Let's say what I can't paint, but if my friend is a painter, I'm gonna retweet it.
I get you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't rap, but everybody, when I moved to London, everybody had to listen to Zoe's music. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my son.
Right.
Period. It's free. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I'm not. I don't
hear
know.
you.
I can't.
I'm just
I
hurt.
can't
I'm
act
just,
like I hear it.
I'm just hurt. I just feel like what have all these moments that we created as friends for? Like, if we're at this point where, like, of course, again, we don't have to talk every day, but like, at least pretend like you give a fuck about what I got going on. Like, I don't know. Like,
I hear you.
It really hurts.
I hear you, and I feel you. You know, I really do. I don't know. Like, I guess I have a different perception on it, because it's like, I know, like, regardless if my friends support or not, I'm gonna be successful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you guys know that
But
about
that doesn't
yourselves
mean
too.
that you still don't get affected.
Of
Because I mean, he
course.
probably knows that. He knows. We all know it in this room. But when you start shedding these walls, it hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts, son. These connections, we spent time building these. You know what I'm saying? And to see something you care about so much, that is the stake in it. Like, damn, son, I care about this. You know I care about this. Like, why you can't be there? You know what I'm saying? That's
does
a killer,
hurt.
son.
Yo, don't
It
hit me
does
when I'm
hurt.
successful. I swear to God, no one hit me when I'm successful if you didn't support, because you'll be left on red. Trust me.
Yo, that's just
Don't
happened
link
to
me.
me so many times, bro. Like, honestly, like, for the people who don't support me, I'm ice cold. Like,
Yeah.
I've made multiple posts where it's just like, yo, if you don't support anything I do, I don't pick up your phone calls. I don't text you back. Like, I really don't care. Even if I've known you forever, like,
Yeah.
if you really don't support me, that's just my mentality. It's like, all right, cool. You don't have to support me. We can still be, you know, cordial, and I can still, you know what I mean, check on you, see how you're doing and stuff like that, or whatever the relationship is. But we're not going to hang out. I'm not about to invite you over. We're not going to do that if you're not contributing to what I'm doing right now.
Right.
It's a waste of time. Like, at this point where you guys are and where we are, we're all need to be around people who are fueling the engine, people who are adding grease to the wheel.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? You can't be around people who are just spectating or people who are not really interested like that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you do have to make peace with those people who are not interested and who are not supporting, because that negative energy, that hurt that you're feeling, is going to carry on with you. And you got to learn how to accept it, because you can't change that.
Yeah.
You can't force people to support you. And I learned that the hard way. People I thought that loved me and really cared about me, like, never even, like, listened to my music before. Some people will ask me, yo, you still do music? You know how I feel when they say that
Yo,
shit, bro?
Fight me.
At the point, I'm at the
Getting
point where I
tight.
say I'm a smart ass, bro. I'm just like, if you go on Instagram, you'll see what I'm doing, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you follow me online, you'll see I still do music. Like, so it's just like, it is what it is. Like, I look at it as like, you know what? That's somebody I'm not gonna invite to my fucking mansion.
For sure.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
don't be
Yeah.
mad. That's the thing. Just take note of it and remember these people, because when you're celebrating your success, just remember who was absent during your struggle, dog. Just, that's all I say. Take attendance.
Amen. I just had to get that off my heart, because that's kind of been dwelling in me for a while, and I never really got deep into how I felt about it. It is what it is. When I'm popping and you're not, it is what it is.
You're gonna be
You chose
surrounded
that.
by the people that
You know what I
really
mean?
support
So,
you, and that's what you
yeah.
need.
It is what it is. And like any opportunity that I get, like, is definitely shared with y'all. Like no matter what, like, and I just hope like if it's vice versa, if it's possible, if it makes sense. You know what I mean?
Of course,
Like,
bro.
We
That's
already
why I
showed
ca-
you as vice versa.
I know,
I ain't
but
tripping.
I'm appreciative that y'all are here. That's what I'm trying to say.
I
I'm
understand.
appreciative.
I hold people accountable. Like, don't get me wrong. I'll probably fight you down if you really know me. Like, because my immediate response is to get defensive. But like, I like
Yeah,
when
I'm the
people
same
hold me
way.
accountable. You know what I'm saying? So, but the same way you gonna hold me accountable, I'm gonna hold you accountable. Like, why you ain't come through for me?
Yeah.
You want me to do all these things that lead to growth and be a better friend to you and to everybody else. But why you ain't show up for me? You know what I'm saying? Like,
And
how you my
I
friend?
feel you on that. Like, if you're out there supporting, and you're showing up, and you're doing something for your peoples, and they're not reciprocating that, of course you're gonna feel hurt.
You're
Like,
not
I
my
agree
peoples.
with that, yo.
You're not
They
my
that's not
peoples.
your peoples.
I feel like this, right? Especially like me, like my friends do music. They make things. I don't have that. I'm not dropping a mixtape next summer. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not dropping like a ankle bracelet or nothing. You know what I mean? Like I don't have none of that. Podcasting is what I have. Like I'm taking this and I'm running. This shit changed my life. So I see it as if you my friend, you tell me that you my friend. If you don't support me, you on Instagram anyway.
Yeah.
You can't like a post, you can't retweet,
Repost.
you can't just comment a fire flame or nothing.
Yeah.
I see it as you not my friend. Not only that, you probably don't want me to be sane. Not only that, you damn near want me dead. Because if I'm telling you that this is what's keeping me going, as my friend, I just don't see how something could get in the way of you
How could
supporting
you
me.
not
The
want to
freeway.
be selfless with
The
your support?
freeway.
How could
I
you
do
not?
agree. with
If I'm
that.
selling tickets, you can't buy a ticket. Okay.
I
Okay.
do agree with that.
All right, cool. You can't buy a ticket. I understand. We live in New York. Okay, whatever. Even if the tickets is $3, I understand.
That
We
should
in
be
New
crazy,
York.
don't it?
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
Should
yeah.
be crazy,
Okay, we in New
bruh.
York, but we in New York. Cool. But you can't support me for free? Nah. You can't support me for free. You want me dead. You want me
It's so
off.
true,
like
though.
you want me
That's a fact.
off. I don't
It's true.
understand.
It's
I don't
so
understand
true.
that.
Everything she's saying is true,
It's a
bro.
big fact.
Because it's like, yo, we don't, like, I remember it's funny because we made a record called Free to Support. And the whole idea behind that record was just like, yo, it's really at this point with social media, it is free to support. Like a repost, a
We're
comment.
on our phones all day,
all
anyways. You
the
can't just do this for
time.
like.
Even when we're not supposed to be. So I know that if you wanted to do something, you would.
could.
But you don't want to.
You don't
And
want
that's-
to.
That just
Yeah.
knows where we stand. Tells me where we stand, and
Mm-hmm.
going forward, 2019, I just know who to keep around.
That's a fact.
Honestly, yeah.
That's a fact. And that's why I say like, it's not logical for me to have hoes.
I understand.
It's not logical for me to have hoes because everybody's intentions are not
Genuine.
like and everybody is not on the frequency that I'm on.
Exactly.
sure.
They're not
Yeah.
vibrating on the same frequency.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Not on
it's
the same
like-
path at all.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that about you and your friends is that you guys aren't vibrating on the same frequency anymore. You know what I'm saying?
And don't get it twisted. It's a lesson in that.
It is a
It's
lesson in
actually
that,
it's
man.
not bad at all.
It's
good.
not. That's what I'm saying. Change your perception on it. You can't change what's going on, but you can change your perception on it.
I'm not a big fan of like glitches in the matrix per se in my life, like things where I just can't control, like especially with no type of explanation. And this is one of them. Like I've been a good friend in my opinion. I feel like people may say things no one could ever say I haven't ever come through. No one could ever say like I haven't been honest or loyal. No one could ever say I disrespected them or lied to them or steal from them. And now I'm just thinking back. I don't really take notes of things I do for people, but there's a long list.
I understand.
And then to see like going forward now to 2018, where like no one will do anything for me, not even send me a happy birthday text or nothing, like petty
That's
shit like that. You know what I mean? Like
crazy.
it's just like I don't know. It is what it is. I sound like a hurt ex-girlfriend.
But not like you
Like,
have the right to feel hurt. You
it's
know what I'm
just-
saying?
it's
These
a
are
bummer, you know what I
these
mean?
are people that you grew up with. These are people that you obviously hold close to your heart. And
That's
to-
all I had. I don't have siblings. All I
Right.
had was friends.
And exactly, and I can feel you on that because I'm an only child as well. So like my friendships, like that's why the people that do support me, I really hold on to them tight, bruh.
Yeah.
Like I check on them, I call them just to see how they doing. Like I really go out my way for the people who are there for me because I appreciate them. You know what I'm saying? Like the way I appreciate y'all, and I want to do more too, because I feel like I could do more. You know what I'm saying? To keep supporting y'all, and it's like we're building and we're gonna grow together. You know what I'm saying? Like because that's the type of person I am.
You have busy weeks, man. You don't got time for us, man.
Look, man, but I could have swore I said in the beginning though that I didn't like I didn't really like trying to create things in a service for others. That's why, because I know it gets shaky because I'm sensitive about whatever I create. So for me, it's avoiding future conflict. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's just like certain things I'm gonna stay in my lane. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not really what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, can you teach me how to do it?
I can show you, yes. If you have,
I do. I have that whole
Photoshop?
Adobe shit. Sweet.
Okay, all right.
I cracked it.
You still salty about the logo thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
no, I'm not salty about it no more. I'm just playing.
Oh, no, I was about
I
to
would be
say,
like, damn, I feel bad.
like you
don't
held
care.
on to that shit with a firm grip.
I don't care. I let it go the day it happened. I don't care.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I understand.
Speaking
Because
of like,
yeah.
I
no, go
understand.
ahead.
If people do that shit with my show, like a few months ago, I would have probably responded. No,
Differently.
I wouldn't have. No, not the same, but it would have been close to the same.
Okay.
But me now, the business turned me into a business. I can see how now I'm able to move differently. But I mean, you'll get there. I let it go as soon as it happened. It just was funny.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm glad you had that response because, like, I don't ever want you to take anything I say, like, personal. Like, I will never disrespect you. That's just not who I am as a person. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if I say something, just, like, you know that I'm just being honest, though. Like, I honestly feel like I don't think I'm the person that should design your logo, like, for the show. Yeah, like, at least I'm being
At least
real.
you bow out now before I put all my time into you.
And then you're
deliver.
expecting things.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then it's going to affect our relationship later. And that's what I didn't want, because it's like, damn, if I keep creating and then she don't like it, I'll come up with different versions. She don't like it. Then I'm going to get frustrated because I'm doing so many different versions. And then it's just like, we don't even need that. We're co-hosts on a podcast.
That's how it is
You know what
now.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
That's how it is for me now. Like now I'm editing people's audio and like people be having me create so many different versions and I'm just like
it's tiring.
The invoice was sent. You either gonna pay it now or you're not
It's tiring.
because now like my time is so
Yes.
like finding me time is so hard
Yes.
now.
Yes.
So I completely understand
Yes.
that. So I didn't take it like any kind of personal. I just was like, oh,
And I love the way you responded to it, because it was just like you know what I mean? That's like a way like if I had a sister, that's how my sister would respond to it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like,
But it took me so long to get here. Like I'm only able to respond like that because as a business I understand.
I was
Okay.
sitting in the back so petty reading the text and getting some popcorn. Like, what's about to happen? I'm about to do this podcast by myself. Like, I was prepared for the text. Like, yo, Jeff, I don't know if I can do this anymore.
but you know
Like-
what? That showed me though
People
that
expect that from me, but I'm chilling.
that made me more comfortable with Lito.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, I don't like having to hold back who I really am for nobody, and I don't like having to bite my tongue. I'm gonna say what I want to say, and how you respond lets me know if I can keep talking to you on that level.
Right.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
can't deal with a highly sensitive person. I mean, I am one, but have that same energy towards like reciprocated to me. Like, I don't know if I can handle that. Like, if I'm saying something like dead honest, and you just like start getting emotional or like I don't know. I don't know if I can handle that.
I
but
understand.
But the irony is, I'm that person.
I
So,
feel you.
Don't talk shit to me. Don't talk shit to me. 'Cause
I feel you.
I will cry.
I understand.
No.
Like, I feel like there's a difference between sensitive and emotional, though. I feel like
Yeah.
emotional is irrational. You know what I'm saying? If you're emotional, every little thing sets you off. When you're sensitive, particular things set
Well,
you off.
I mean, though, think about it though. That's subjective because just
That's
because it's
true.
something little to you, don't mean it's not a trigger to them.
That's true.
Yeah,
too.
my family's called me emotional, but it's just like little do y'all know, y'all are my triggers. Like,
Yes.
So everything
Yes.
y'all do, it pisses me off times 10.
Because they have a closer connection to your
Yeah.
heart. That's the
Yeah.
same thing with me.
And
like,
they don't know me though. Like my family doesn't know me. Like my friends can say they know me.
Right.
Like if
They
my
know the real
family,
you.
if my family tell you, oh, I know her, they just mean that they know how my attitude works, or they mean that they know
Your habits.
You know, they can sense a habit. They can like sit down on the timeline and show you a habit. But my family can't say that they know me. And like even when I die, I know that they're gonna try to speak at my funeral and say that shit. Let my friends speak.
Yeah.
Because they
Let
know the
my
real
friends-
you.
Let
Shit.
my
They know
friends
the real you.
speak because
It's
they
true.
know me. Like they
true.
know why these emotions got triggered by certain things. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
There's still things that my family, I may die and they won't know about me. And I mean, that's just what
How
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, so it's like, nah, let my friends speak at my funeral.
I feel you, though. I feel you.
I got less people speaking at mine, so I gotta get some new recruits.
Oh, man.
You say that now,
funeral.
everybody gonna be like, can I say something on behalf of my son? Yo, let me say this on wax. Son, when I die, Don't let nobody put me on that fucking staircase to heaven with them fucking wings. Don't.
Why? Yo, that's fire though.
Bro, I'm telling you.
You
them
going
niggas,
to the top with that one? That's
bro,
fire.
I'm telling you, them niggas will not sleep.
You want to get?
They gonna meet me where I'm at. Son. Don't
Wait,
put me on that fucking staircase.
How you want to
do that
go?
for everybody,
Bro, I don't know, but I don't want to be on that staircase, bro. Like, fuck that. Put me
like
on
being-
some VVS diamonds or some shit. But don't put me on that fucking son, y'all think it's a game, son. I'm telling you, son, I'm not playing. I'm not playing.
That's some wild shit. I never heard no shit like that.
Playing. I don't give a
But that's
fuck.
real though
I'm
because
telling you,
it's imaginary.
Do not.
Word, yeah.
I'm telling
Imaginary.
you, when I die, and I'm from the ghetto, so somebody gonna try it. Don't put me on that fucking staircase to heaven with them wings. I'm telling you, son. Don't do it. Don't
Every
do
hood
it.
nigga,
I'm
yo.
not.
She
Nah,
got dead passionate.
Nah, son.
like this is her last day on earth. She got mad passionate.
Nah,
about
I'm
it.
dead ass.
That's
Son.
nuts.
I'm telling you,
Son,
because I know
respect that
somebody's
shit,
gonna
son.
try me, son.
I just don't want no maggots eating away in my shit. I want to be like cremated. Just burn me up, grill me up right quick. Let the ashes fly. Don't keep my ashes too, but let them just fall off into the wind and shit. And just that's weird. Why do people keep people's ashes as a memory?
What you mean? That's the body.
That's the body. That's
No, but no.
some people still talk
What
to
if
the
that
ashes.
Really?
Chill, don't do that. Don't do that.
Some people.
Is that like a
yeah.
Haitian thing or?
No,
I
do.
she's not Haitian. Like,
Oh no, you are though.
I know, but
I don't know,
she
I'm
does
asking.
it too. I am Haitian.
Where you talk to ashes?
I mean, well, at one point, because my mom passed, so at one point my mom's urn was in my crib, and I would say hi.
That's
I
not.
sound ignorant. I didn't know. I don't know. I really did not know.
Some people really do
I
that.
mean,
Like, and I don't think
But
anything
I
wrong
mean,
with
it's
that.
not even like you're
It's
not
not-
literally talking to the ashes. It's like you're talking to the person, and it just so happens that their physical body is in ashes in the urn.
I don't think it's wrong. I'm just not. I've never experienced that. I'm not.
I
used
talk
to
I
that.
talk to my
So-
mom. I talk to my sister.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have the ashes or nothing, but I just talk
So
out
talk
loud
to
to them.
them,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like sometimes that's the only thing that keeps me from not breaking down. Like I
Yep.
gotta talk to my mom, and
Yep.
it still turns into like a mini breakdown because my mom can't talk back, but just getting things off my chest helps.
Okay, see, I didn't know you was gonna get this deep with it. Not for like an asshole.
As you should.
You should,
No.
though. That was kind of low, but it's not your
No,
fault
no,
because
you
you never
didn't know.
experienced it. You didn't know.
I'm
You
speaking.
didn't
I'm
know.
speaking.
You didn't know.
Okay,
You
I'm
didn't
glad.
know.
I'm glad y'all understood.
didn't
But
know.
like,
Yeah,
it
you
came
didn't
off
know.
kind of
It's
crazy.
just like-
I apologize to
But it's
anybody.
okay.
You didn't know, but
I
it's just
apologize.
like with me, like sometimes people try to crack your mama jokes, and I just be like, hey, I don't really play like that.
Yeah.
And like I hate being like the downer. Like I hate being like my mom passed.
But you can't help
But
it.
sometimes they keep going,
That's
and
what
I'm
I'm
like, yo, I
saying,
just
it's
asked
really
you
not
not to
funny.
do that. Yeah,
And
and I'm
it's
like,
really
yo, listen,
not
my mom
funny.
passed, and they're like, oh, my fault. You didn't know, but I
But
asked
you
you
already
to stop
asked.
playing.
You know what's
Yeah.
crazy too? I don't think I've ever lost anybody that I really.
was close to.
Yeah, not yet.
Not yet.
That's
I,
good.
I've never lost somebody that. I mean, I lost my grandfather. It was like the closest thing I had to a father, but not really.
That's good.
So I guess that's why I'm speaking of experience. Like I don't know, understand.
Like I always tell my friends, like when my sister's birthday comes around, like I hope that I don't have to witness my friends feel how I feel not being able to call my sister.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I never want my friends to feel that. Like I would take that for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I never like you're good. You're good.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Let's just back out of that. Like, it's a slow walk. It's
He
moonwalk.
tiptoed right out of this conversation. Like, hold up.
We're moonwalking out of that.
Towing my joy.
Did y'all happen to hear the Pusha T interview on the Joe Budden podcast?
No, what was up
The
on that?
important part, yes.
What was the important part to you?
That 40 told.
Oh, that part.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
I heard
yeah.
that part.
That's
yes.
really I wanted to get to.
Yeah.
For anyone who somehow didn't hear it, Pusha T did an interview on the Joe Budden podcast. He basically revealed that the information he got about Drake's baby mother and the kid came from a woman that's sleeping with his best friends and his main producer, 40. And that's nuts. How'd y'all feel like hearing that? Did you believe it?
I thought that was super ironic because I know Drake's music well, and I remember one of his lines. He was saying like, if what he said? He said something like, if you pillow talking to the girl next to you, she gonna do it to the next. You know,
That was on Thank Me Later or something like that.
Thank Me Now, Thank Me Later. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it was like, yo, like that's so ironic because didn't 40 produce that beat? So like
Yeah.
40 wasn't listening. Like he pillow talking out here, bruh.
But like, I want to know. I think Pusha shouldn't even said anything about that. Honestly, you already won. Like now, you're just trying to dig your foot deeper in his neck. Like,
But I think he did that I think he's doing that to clarify things for Kanye. because
he said
Yeah.
Kanye shouldn't be out here apologizing.
yeah, because
he
people
did nothing.
But this
Yeah.
is the thing, though, and we've spoken about this, Jeff and I.
Mhm.
Why is pillow talking, like, why does it have such a negative connotation around it? Because
Mm-hmm.
if you decompress with your partner,
Yeah.
which is something that we all want to do,
Mhm.
what I believe, like, you're comfortable with this person, it should happen. It's something that you do. Why is that? I can see where you're doing it with, like, your side shorty and every bitch that you just don't, excuse my language, I'm never mean to call women bitches. I'm not that person anymore, Jeff.
I'm not saying nothing.
every-
I'm letting you
every-
rock.
Every random chick that you come across, or you know what I'm saying, but with your lady,
Yeah.
like, I don't even know if this is 40's lady, but let's just assume with your lady, you can't talk to your lady. Is this a thing?
But like, it's looked at as like a hyper masculine, like the hyper masculine people look down on pillow talk.
But hyper masculine people also don't eat bananas.
Yeah,
I'm
that was
not,
crazy.
I'm not arguing.
stupid.
I'm not
You need
arguing
that
with
potassium.
Y'all
no.
heard Wiz say you can't eat a banana like that, like a normal way?
Yeah, I'm not
That was
arguing
wild.
with no idiot who
that's
can't even eat a
ignorant.
banana because
Yeah,
that
that's ignorant.
their sexuality is that sensitive.
I don't know.
I think there's a negative connotation when it comes to pillow talking because of the result of that pillow talking, where a lot of females are known to take what they've heard and spread those rumors and gossip. So pillow talking, when you're in a room with somebody you trust, I think is perfectly fine. But I think the negative connotation comes from when your information is out on the streets because that female decided to open up her mouth about what you were talking about to a whole bunch of other people.
Yeah, I don't think you should tell my business to your girl unless
No.
I'm cool with her like
Hell
that.
no.
Like, you could tell your business and get your venting out
Yes.
about your life.
Yeah.
I think that's the problem. And if I was Drake, I'd probably check 40 a bit. I mean, maybe it's a little too late now because the situation's pretty much over, but I would kind of feel some
I'm
ways. Like, why
sure
you
he had a
telling my business?
conversation. I'm sure he had a conversation with him though.
But it didn't seem like the way Pusha was describing it. It seemed like that was 40's girl. It seemed like someone he was just smashing.
that's another
So,
thing. The way
that's
he
weird.
made it seem like it was just a chick that he was smashing. And even then, he definitely needs to get checked if it was just a chick he was smashing, because you over here talking real sensitive information about one of the top artists in the country to this
world,
rant,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying, in the world, and you're to this person, whoever she is, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
And what if she sold that? What if she got that
That's
information
what
and then
I'm
sold it? That could have been a
saying.
little, way
Yeah,
worse.
and,
like,
and that's the thing that sucks when you reach a certain level of celebrity. It's just like, yo, anything you say, people are gonna take and try to monetize off of it, man.
you niggas got to be careful now, yo. We got to clean up. We got to
Yeah.
clean up everything we say before we get successful.
Honestly,
Yo, Caleb, edit out that shit I said earlier. I didn't say nothing like that. Nothing like that came out. But overall, the interview itself, like, I didn't really learn anything crazy besides that. Like, Pusha was just talking his shit. He said he rapped better than Jay on Drug Dealers Anonymous. I don't believe that. I personally
He said that.
Yeah, he said that. Yeah. I don't think anyone raps better than Jay, ever.
okay.
Not even you, CR. Not you.
Of course,
Not yet, bro.
Jay-Z's the GOAT, bro. Like,
Alright.
you know what I'm saying? Can't step on his toes, bro.
Word.
He the GOAT, bro.
Shout out to Pusha T. Shout out to Joe Budden Podcast. That's one of the main inspirations for me early on for this
Lit.
show. Did y'all happen to see the Kendall Jenner Vogue ad where she had the afro? Because I got the
Yeah.
photo if y'all didn't see it.
Nah, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, I saw it.
People get
They
outraged.
made her apologize.
Yeah, do y'all get outraged over like just everything or certain, like what makes y'all mad? Like when it comes to like race.
The
and
only
just-
thing that made me mad about that fucking afro was that it wasn't an afro.
Is that even her actual hair? Like, I
No,
don't
that
even
ain't
know.
her actual hair.
I don't know.
Oh,
Ain't she
wow.
like a fucking?
That's a wig. I don't give a fuck what nobody said.
That got people fucking.
They didn't even pick this side of it. Come on. I'm not getting offended by some shit that I can't even compare.
But why do we, as black people, we just get outraged over everything that's like that could be connected to our heritage, like hair, like
Black
I
people
think
don't like white
braids-
people with dreads.
I think the reason
Dreads.
is because
they usually stink too.
That's funny. But like what I've heard from a lot of Afrocentric people is because they feel that certain people will appreciate and love our culture, but they don't love the people. You know what I'm saying? They want to wear our clothes.
That's a fact.
They want to speak our slang. They want to listen to our music, but they don't want to respect us as human beings.
So it's not like a credit thing. Like we don't get always thought it was like black people don't get the credit for defining and inventing something like
I
that.
think that's part of it too, though.
But why, like that? If that's part of it, then I don't think that's like necessary because we should just recognize our own greatness and what we've done in history and just accept that.
And I agree with
we
that
don't
too.
need to be.
And I agree with that too, because a lot of people will look for affirmation and approval from like, white people or whatever, and it's just like, you don't need that to be great. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why a lot of people were protesting against the Grammys, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like the whole idea behind an award ceremony and, who's choosing who gets this award, you're basically trying to, manipulate yourself, your music, and your image to satisfy a certain type of idea that these people have, so they can give you a shiny piece of metal, to say you did a good job, doing this racial appropriation for us. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like, I can't understand where that comes from.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just, I guess I'm sensitive when it comes to people talking about and judging my life, but I don't know. I'm just not as sensitive when it comes to certain things that are race. Like, if someone were to call me a nigger, I don't think I would get too mad right now. I would just be like, yo, are you serious? It's 2018. Like,
if a white person called you a nigger, you telling me you wouldn't be upset?
I mean, maybe internally, but I can't
Yo, no funny. I'm sorry.
I can't
to cut
translate
you off.
into.
Remember, I told you I have a camera in front of my house? The cops is at my front door. Look.
What the fuck?
Oh, shit.
Look, I ain't even lying,
That's
son.
dead ass.
The cops is in front of my crib.
Oh, hell no.
I know they asses better move.
They listening? Yo,
What
we
they
got to
do?
get out of here.
Oh, my God.
Yo, what you got a
They're
wire?
looking for Lee.
Yo, Lee, you got a wire? Lee got a wire on her right now.
You wish. I'm
Oh,
mute
my.
when it comes to the police.
Oh, all right. That's a good answer.
I don't know nothing.
Why
I
I
remember
get scared when I saw the cops, though? Like,
See? What you get
That's
scared
what I'm
for?
saying.
they're
Like,
not even anywhere near here. I got
and
scared.
my heart jumped too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
why,
I see
that's
that
why I
shit.
had to cut you off. I'm like, why the cops in front of my crib?
shit.
Yo, my adrenaline
You don't
just went up.
understand. It's been
That's
times.
crazy.
It's been times the cops have come to my house. Sometimes it's because of my alarm system. If it goes off for a certain amount of time, the cops have to show. Because it just if we let it go on, it's like, oh, somebody couldn't get to it. There's a reason. But one time they came, and he was like, "You live here?" And I was like, "I don't know. I don't know nothing."
Yeah, word.
He like, "Well, I need the person who owns the house." And then, mind you, my cousin is at the window, and she like, "Just talk to him. You good?" He like, "So you live here?" I'm like, "Sir, I don't know. I don't know." I just closed the door. I'm like, somebody gotta go out there. The cops is there. I don't know. I'm mute.
I'm still stuck on why I deadass got scared though. Like, is this is what they want, right? They want us to be afraid.
Yeah.
They have this innate fear in us, like no matter what.
Son, every time I drive, even if I'm not even doing anything illegal, and I see a cop behind me, bro, I get scared as hell.
Bruh.
I have my license, everything's clean, I have nothing in the car, but I still just get scared, yo.
Cause they could plant shit and fucking
You
tell
just
you
never
they had it.
know,
Man.
yo. You just never know.
Man, I fucking stop at every stop sign. I can follow every.
Yes.
I don't even know when it's like when I'm driving it, especially in Jersey. I feel like there's only like one sign on the street where it tells like the speed limit. You have to like just guess what it is afterwards.
That's so
So
true.
I just go
And
below
it be
whatever.
changing.
Yeah,
I hate it. It'd be 35, then 45, then it's 50.
Word.
It'd be like, yo, come on,
I'd be
bro.
so nervous. Man, fuck the police though. If they're listening, whatever, man. Did y'all hear about the 2 dudes in Chicago who killed their landlord to live rent free? That's mad smart, yo. I ain't gonna lie, that's
Why
mad
the
smart.
fuck would you say that's smart?
I mean, no, like, I'm not smart to kill them, but like,
Why the fuck would
on
this nigga
paper,
say that?
on paper, it's like, yo, we can live free if we just get rid of the landlord. That's,
Yeah, live free in
not
prison,
agreeing to
nigga.
that.
Like,
yeah, the concept is there, but the execution, the literal execution, is not smart. When I thought about that, I'm meaning like, okay, they had a good idea, but
yo, that's crazy.
why does all the violence? I feel like all the main violent stories come from Chicago. Like nowadays, I don't hear nothing really about. I mean, in New York, there was like the stabbing with that kid. What was his name? Junior or something like that.
Yeah.
I feel like
The
mostly
machete.
these stories of violence I hear come from Chicago.
Yeah, it'd be
Junior
crazy.
happened in the Bronx.
I know, but I'm saying, I know.
Usually you figure it happens in Chicago.
No, but I see more stories about Chicago than New York. Is what I'm saying.
Don't talk about Chirac like that.
But you from there now? Because you went there once. What are you talking about?
She's a
You had
representative.
one slice
Talk
of
about
deep.
Chirac.
You had one slice of deep dish. Now you from Chicago. Get the fuck out of here. You want to do more live shows out there? I get it.
Where she trying to plug it in?
Fuck out of here.
I'm trying to plug.
Yo.
Fuck out of here, Lee.
Fuck that
outta here.
Chirac. I'm with it.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck that Chirac. He can't come.
Shit, I want to. I ain't gonna lie.
Yo.
I ain't gonna lie. Damn, I lost my train of thought. You working on your album right now, Love, Peace, and Beats. Has it been like an emotional process for you?
Yes, because there's, like I said, these records are more personal. Like there's one record on there called Rest in Paradise, and that song I wrote in mind of the people that I lost. You know what I'm saying? Like I lost my aunt earlier this year, February 1st.
Sorry for your loss.
Thanks. And you know, I was really,
I'm
really
sorry for your loss.
appreciate it.
Yeah, no doubt.
And I was really close to her. Like, she was really like my older sister. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I say she loved my music, bro, like the first time I showed her the video Staying Low, like we were watching it at my aunt's house in Maryland, and she was tearing up. She was tearing up because it was good music, it was good quality. Like, she couldn't believe that her nephew was doing this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she really supported me. So, you know, she passed away in February, and it was really hard. But I made a record called Rest in Paradise, and I talked about her. I talked about a couple of people that were my age that passed away. You know, this dude named Kraft that I grew up with, you know, he passed away too. He got shot. And it's just so senseless. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy because he got shot by somebody who's a little kid. You know what I'm saying? Like a teenager took this grown man's life away for what? Off of some gang shit, trying to prove themselves. You know what I'm saying? So it's so stupid.
I just asked that specifically to ask another question. Because on the way here, I was listening to a certain song. I know y'all, of course, familiar with Big Crit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he has this one song called The Vent. And I don't know what it is, if it's like a combination of the beat, the lyrical content, but that song always gets me like in my feelings, like, and it makes me not tear up, it just feels sad. And I was curious if y'all have like a certain song or that y'all hear, or a certain movie or something, anything that makes y'all emotional, you just can't help but to feel some type of way. Do y'all have anything like that?
Hell yeah.
I do.
Or I guess your art, like your craft. Like,
but even
maybe
aside from my work, like that song off of J. Cole's earlier album, Breakdown, I think that what was the name of was it The Sideline Story?
His first album?
Yeah, his first album. Yeah, he had the song The Breakdown. Like, every time I hear that song, I get emotional because he, like, you can hear the pain in his voice when he's talking about how his father only came to see him monthly. You know what I'm saying? He only, like, it was just crazy. The things he was talking about, I felt him on that track.
Yeah, I have a lot of songs like that, but specifically that one always gets me in my feelings. And whenever I watch I Am Legend, when the dog dies, instant tears, man. Like,
I'm sorry.
yo, we gotta break the dog. We gotta break the dog neck. Yo, I'm crying every time. Lee, fuck out of here.
God, I'm sorry. I can't relate.
Have you seen the movie?
Yes.
When's the last time you seen it? Because you need to see it again. Because you'll get in your feelings.
I don't need to see it again.
I can't even watch. I own the movie. I can't even open the movie anymore.
I'll make it my business not to cry just because you said that shit.
Now every time you see it, you're going to be thinking of me fucking crying.
Like, oh yeah, this is the part where Jeff cried.
Yo, I can't with y'all, yo.
You heartless. You ain't no fucking.
That's not true.
So why you laughing at me crying?
Because it was funny.
You know what, yo? All right, you know what made me cry when I was like, all right, you remember Radio?
Yeah.
I love Radio, bro.
Oh my God. You know what scene fucking made me cry when I first watched that shit?
I think I do, but go ahead.
When they locked him in the shed, and then he ran and he tripped and he fell, and he was crying. That shit, don't you?
Yo,
Lee, you hate shit, son. You hate, but bruh, Cuba Gooding Jr., bruh.
This nigga was like, but when he tripped and when he fell, like, you trying to get me to feel bad, like,
because
right,
bruh,
like, he tried to pull on my heartstrings. Yo, Radio does it for me. I can't lie. I never cried, but Radio gets me emotional.
Yeah.
Like when his mom passed.
Yeah.
And not even that. That too, but that scene is like heavy for me because I know that feeling of mommy's not coming home. But when he was getting ready for like Christmas dinner and he on the phone, he like, this one Coach Jones, and he's showing the phone the pants. I'm like, this guy.
Yes, he just
and I'm like, yo, this guy,
man.
yo, Cuba Gooding Jr. did his thing, and
I
can watch Radio over.
Yes, like yo, he played that role so well.
He might be one of the most underrated black actors, or just actors in general. I feel one of them.
All I know is about 2 years ago, he was wild drunk on 42nd and he took wild pictures. He a real nigga.
You saw him? You got pictures with him?
My friends got pictures with him.
That's
and I'm
hilarious.
like, and then like they was taking videos and he was like, man, you know what I've been doing. And he like, yeah, you lit. And he
That's
like,
hilarious.
yeah. Like that's what's so cool.
I'm surprised I haven't ran into a single celebrity in the city. Like I've walked past and like Denzel was in the car across the street, and my girlfriend saw him, and the people started going to the car trying to get pictures. But that's like the closest I've been to a real celebrity.
One time I saw Andre 3000 at the Met.
You told me, yeah. He was with your
He's
girl.
always in the city, son. I gotta
lives
see him
here.
next.
That's crazy.
I gotta see him.
He lives
next.
out here.
He lives here.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
heard he
know
lives
that.
in Soho.
I didn't know that.
Kanye has an apartment in Soho.
I don't know if I want to run into Andre 3000. I don't know if
Why?
he's a legend, but like, what am I gonna say? Like, thanks for the music.
That's
I
nice.
I see what you're saying though.
I don't know.
because
He doesn't seem like he seemed like just a regular nigga to me, even though he's rich and
Wow.
one of the.
I'm not gonna
greatest
say
rappers.
that about
the
him
best,
particularly,
though.
but like for me, I can understand the concept of like, yo, somebody's really great, but it wouldn't really affect me if I met that person or not. You know what I'm saying? Because like some people get starstruck. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying like, you know, I've met a whole bunch of celebrities, but I have met like celebrities, and these are regular people. The only difference is they have money, and a lot more other people know who they are. You know what I'm saying?
I'd rather run into Iggy Azalea and say
Oh
so.
my god.
I sent the group chat a picture of Iggy.
Yo,
Yo,
here you
I'm
go.
not even into white girls like that, but like,
I ain't gonna lie, she looked good in that picture you sent. I was like, damn, Iggy looking like a snack.
Lee, what you think about Iggy? I know you saw that picture in the group chat.
Get the fuck out of here,
Iggy
yo.
looking like a snack.
She don't look nothing.
Yo,
So fucking stupid. son.
I can't get off Iggy
She don't
Azalea
look
for
better
some
than
reason.
Solana.
Than SZA?
Yeah, she don't
No,
look better than
she
Sis.
don't. I'm not. Nobody's saying she do.
Cool, so we
But
don't
you
need to
can't
talk
deny
about
her beauty.
You like it?
Nah, I dig it. I
All right,
respect it.
that- I respect.
I just want
what
you to give her respect too, because I feel like because like she's not your type, you don't fuck with her.
No, that's not true. I can look at somebody and say that's a beautiful woman that I would
So
never.
say it
date.
right now.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't.
Iggy's listening.
I don't give a fuck with you. No, I'm not gonna lie. There's certain pictures of Iggy Azalea that I could be like, damn, she do kind of look good.
I'm just
That was
saying.
kind of one of those pictures.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm not attracted to her.
And
She's pretty.
I
though.
didn't have
on
that
though.
saved in
She's
my
pretty.
phone, by the way. I happened to
Sure,
be
sure.
scrolling, and I sent it
She's
to the group chat.
pretty. She's pretty. I can give her that. She's a pretty woman. You know.
You know who
I'm not
doesn't get
attracted.
like a lot of attention for her beauty outside the music is Solange. I think Solange look better than Beyonce. Beehive gonna kill me. I like Solange more,
I don't know.
music wise too.
I can understand
like
that.
Solange
Music,
a
too.
I
lot.
do like her music. Her music's soulful and has like more like
Cranes
relatable
in-
content.
Cranes in the Sky is one of the
Oh my
greatest
god, I
songs
love that song.
ever.
I love that song.
Yo, I like Solange.
All
I can't sit here and go with the comparison because I don't want them to get me, Jeff.
Yeah, I don't want to do
I don't
no
want
grand.
them
I'm
to
just
get-
telling you how I feel.
I feel you though. Like I don't think I've ever looked at her like body and everything. I've seen her face, but I never analyzed her enough to be like, does she really look better than Beyonce? Because I've analyzed Beyonce. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's a hard one. I never really looked at Solange's body or anything like that because she has a very beautiful face.
Word.
But I don't know.
Solange is fire and she's so
Yeah.
fucking creative.
You know what's
yeah,
crazy?
she is.
Creative
Everything that
women
we-
turn me on.
Everything that we talked about up to this point was not, well, most of it was not on my list of topics, and we kind of just freestyled this whole podcast. We're running low on time though, so y'all want to promote y'all shit and we get out of here?
Y'all go ahead first.
You go first. Oh, Jeff always goes last. I forgot.
Fuck it, I'll
So
go
then-
first. Whatever. Follow the show's Instagram page at Introverted Intuition Pod. If you enjoyed this episode, wherever you listen to this podcast, leave a review, leave a little comment, leave a little like. However they do it on whatever website you're listening to, that's what you need to do for this podcast because it gives us more motivation and more happiness and love and whatever. So don't follow me on social media.
Yeah.
Just follow the show's Instagram.
I'm gonna get him a hat that say "Don't follow me."
Yeah. Don't follow my personal shit.
Facts. You can follow me, Good Looking Lee, on Twitter at Good Looking Lee. There's no G in looking, and there's an underscore after the E. You can follow the show on Instagram at Thank Me Later NYC. Yeah, Thank Me Later Podcast NYC. Thank
Do
Me
that,
Later
do that.
Podcast NYC. Definitely follow that. My personal is Good Looking Lee. 1 L 2 E's. There's an underscore. There's no G in looking.
Lady, she's single.
This is true. This is true. This is a.
The plug.
Yo, I'm telling you, I feel like one of these days I'm gonna come to do a podcast with y'all, and y'all gonna set me up on like a blind date, and that'll be.
Thanks for the idea.
Thanks for the idea. Whoa.
Next
Alright.
episode.
Yo, y'all. Like shit.
Yes. Coming soon. Valentine's Day episode.
Hey. Hey.
What's good with you, CR?
Oh yeah, I forgot. So yeah, everybody that's listening right now, first of all, foremost, I appreciate you and appreciate you, showing love to this podcast. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at CR_908. You could also go to my website, www.jumpouttheframe.com for all the newest releases from me and my fellow artists.
Right. Thank you for listening. We appreciate it.